we are in this module 1. Welcome to module 1. Here you will be learning about the fundamental definitions and theories of organization behavior, and in the third week you will be learning about some models. So let's start with our first learning objective, that is explaining the key aspect of the organization behavior. Okay, so let's try to define it. What is the behavior? Okay, for these concepts, let's take the example, then I will go to this some technical definition. For example, your behavior comes from your body maybe. For example, if you are in a very hot weather, your body will behave in a certain way. Similarly, if you are in a very cold weather, your body will sometimes shrinks and sometimes you start shivering. So this is what the behavior is. But here we are more in understanding of the psychological behavior at workplace. So let's try to take this definition. For example, if you are in a stress at particular workplace, then you may not perform a particular task. So this is your behavior. So but if you are happy at a workplace, then your work performance will be good at this. This is somewhat you are trying to now understand the psychological process behind the behavior. So let's read some definitions. In psychology, behavior consists of an organization external reaction to its environment. So behavior, another example, let's say the action by which an organism adjusts to environment. Like I have given you the example of the body. So similarly, let's take the two more or three more types of the behavior. For example, you may have the extrovert behavior and you may have the some expressive behavior. So if you take this example, a behavior that can be observed by the external observer. So external observer you can say the behavior that can be observed directly only by the individual by actual experiencing it. So let's take the example in this regard. For example, if you are feeling aggression, then you may behave in a different way. So this aggression, how to adjust it at workplace, we will be learning about it. So we know a little bit about this behavior, and in the course module we will continue like this. And let's talk about what is the organization. So if you roughly think about an organization, it is the group of people, simply. So but these group of people are interacting each other. You can see the building over there, you can tell us the number of employees over there, you can tell us the number of bosses over there. But in this organization behavior course, this organization definition is not the similar. So let's start from the literary definition, that it is the idea of putting things together in a logical order. As a verb, if you use, it is to organize. For example, you can organize your desktop, you can organize your bedroom, you can organize your office. But here what we are talking, that is about the organization where you are actually working. So organization is an entity such as the company, an institution or association comprising of one or more people are having a particular purpose. The other definition could be there are a variety of legal types of organization. For example, government organization, you have the example of ROP, you have the international organization or multinational at Muscat, or here in Oman, for example, KFC and McDonald's and all those. So let's continue further. We have now the definition of this organization, and let's try to define what is the organization behavior. So here we will together we will be jointly using this organization and behavior construct in one item. So let's try to define it. OB is concerned with the behavior of individual and groups in the organizational context. So you are a bank manager, you are the individual, and you are behaving in a bank Muscat, that is the organization. So for example, you may be leader and you are talking with a calm and taking the customer properly. So this is your behavior towards your customers. Or you are talking politely towards your employees. This is your behavior towards your employees. So let's take the other definition that is more technical, and we will elaborate it more in the next module. But let's take it properly. For example, the OB is a field of the study that investigates the impact of individual, group and structure have on behavior within organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge and towards improving an organization's effectiveness. So now we have three things with us. Number one, individuals who are actually working. Number two, if their behavior is very good, then ultimately we will actually continue with the effectiveness of the organization. Let's move further. So let's see which other disciplines are contributing towards this, how this organization behavior discipline has evolved. Mainly there are four, but some scholars say there are 5 and 6. They also include political science, and also they include the economy. But we will stay focused for these four. Number one is the psychology. You can see this is like we have taken the example of individuals, their psychological behavior. Then we have social psychology, when you are talking and moving within the society. And the other discipline which is contributing, it is coming from the sociology, like you are citizen of the Oman. So similar behavior, if you feel citizen, you feel proud, and you will not spread any sort of dust, or you will take care of your family, or you will properly help the people. Similarly, you may reflect an organization's citizenship behavior within the firm. When you will do that, once you will feel that this is my organization, this Bank Muscat is like my home, next home to me, then you will perform a citizenship behavior. So like this example, you are actually extracting the example of the society from it. So the next one is the anthropology. It is about the norms, beliefs and cultures. So what norms and beliefs and culture? For example, you believe that you have to respect women in the Oman. You cannot shake hand with the woman in Oman. So these are your cultural and logical values. So same you will perform what sort of culture exists in your organization. If it is a Bank Muscat or Soar Aluminium or anything, you will study it. And this discipline is coming from anthropology. Let's move further, a little more details. And if you try to study, and then we are going to say which level you will be studying. The first level is the individual level. For example, the employee, the bank manager, these are the individual levels. The individual one-to-one you are talking. So what you will this psychology discipline is contributing is about the learning, motivation, personality. For example, you may have introvert personality, you may have extrovert personality. So if your HR manager is hiring you as an extrovert personality, you can be a good marketing manager in this regard. But if you are introvert, then you should join as an accountant or software engineer in this regard. And your HR manager should have the training of organization behavior or the psychology. Then he can easily judge you, okay, your personality fit with this career, please choose our organization for this particular career. So this is the way psychology is contributing towards the organization behavior. So other examples are recruitment and selection, work design and work stress. You will be continuing with this and you will learn more in this course. So let's talk about the social psychology. Is the area within the psychology that blends the concepts from psychology and sociology that focus on the influence of the people on one another. So it is the group actually. For example, if you are in the group, how it is a group? Your Facebook, you are using some groups. You may have the common interest over there. For example, you might be chatting over there for the purpose of, let's say, selling and buying of cars. So our sell and buy, you buy and sell cars over there only on that Facebook group. But within the organization, how you will deal? You will have the department of finance, you will have the department of marketing. There you are working as a group and individuals. So what are the contributions here? Your behavioral change. For example, if a new boss is coming, your behavior may change. If a new employee is coming and he is more competent, you may feel jealous or you may feel competent. What is the thing going on? Your behavior may change. So attitude may change over there. Your attitude may change. Your communication channel may change. For example, with the this coronavirus, you are actually more on a communication channel via emails and all those things. And this all things are coming in the organization behavior for the organization from the field of social psychology. So let's move further. It is about practically sociology. It's like your citizenship life in the Oman. You have your neighbors. You are talking to some grocery store person. You may have your servant at your home. You have siblings at home. But what is in the organization? Once you are coming in the organization, next door there is another office. So that is your neighbor now. You have to respect him or her. You have to trust him or her. You have to talk him or her. So all these things, all these concepts are coming from the sociology in the field of organization behavior. So what is contribution? Group dynamics. You will be learning this in the module 4, more about this. Intergroup behavior. You may have the team works. You will work with the teams, how to work as a team. You will know about the power. for example, if someone is a boss, or in society if someone is very rich or politically strong or a military man, he is more powerful. Same is in the organization. You have the boss over there, you may have the employee who is a cashier over there. They have a different power and they may have conflict with each other, they may not have the matching, and then we will learn how to negotiate and make this conflict more good or constructive way, and how to negotiate further. We will learn this, and this all thing is coming from the sociology. So let's move to anthropology. Here you will be learning more about, it is once again the organization, system and group. Two focus of things are coming. The system, for example, the system, if you simply understand, it is like a computer: input, process and output. So what is the system? Let's say you have the HR system. You are recruiting and selecting proper people on merit who have, let's say, PhD or who have their MBA for a bank Muscat, and you hire them with the proper process, with the relevant knowledge and local language of Arabic is there. If they are a marketing manager, they must be knowing their, this is the process, and ultimately you hire a person. So this is the thing we are actually learning from there. So finally this culture and cross culture things we will learn from this. So this final is one integrated figure where you can see that how the psychology, sociology and anthropology are contributing, and ultimately if you see the second column, it is about the contribution, then it is the unit of analysis, for example individual, group and all those things. So let's move this challenges and opportunities. There are some challenges and opportunities. I will take little more time over here. There are three challenges I am talking over here. If you are an organization behavior person, if you know this discipline as a manager, then what you challenges and opportunities you might be facing. The first one is the enhancing employee well-being at workplace. For example, if someone is female employee and she needs a maternity leave, and you want to approve it with extra care, and that is maybe not in the proper rule, but you get it approved as an HR manager, okay, no females need extra leaves. So this is the well-being you're talking about. You are taking care of the health of their family members as well, then you might be providing the insurance to your the extended family members as well. This is the well-being, not for the individual but also for at workplace. You provide them proper air conditioned environment. Let's say at a workplace you give them a proper space for a break. Okay, this is break time and you can go there and enjoy your lunch over there. So this is well-being you're talking about. So creating a positive work environment, this is one of the other part, and positive organization environment is very much required for the better performance of the employee. So improving the ethical behavior, you can teach them how to perform ethically, come on time and go on time. For example, you may use a biometrics for in this regard, and you may train them, okay, you will come on time, then it is more good for the organization for you, and you can teach them other ethics. You don't make any theft at workplace. This is not good. If you going to take up small pencils or stationery from the workplace, it is not a good habit. You can buy it, you have your salary, but you can teach them this ethics with the time. These are the challenges as an organization development manager, as an HR manager you might be facing. So let's continue with the workforce diversity. For example, if you may have the male and female at workplace, and if you are working in Oman and new person is coming from, let's say, India, Pakistan or Jordan, then you can tell them, okay, you cannot shake hand with the females over here. We give proper respect to the females over here. This is the way you will manage the diversity, and you will learn more in the next modules in this regard. So improving the customer service. So for this situation, you will train your marketing team. Even you are coming with the pressure from your family or your boss, but you will give a proper smile to your customer. You cannot do this, that you are not in a bad mood and you cannot deal properly with your customer. So this is the way you will train your team, and as an OB specialist, you can do it easily, and you know this could be your challenge, at the same time opportunity for you. So let's continue with this last challenge, improving the people skill. This is the training manager job, and let's say someone is lacking IT skill, someone is lacking, let's say, marketing skill, let's say someone is lacking some advanced financial, like value added tax is coming, new software will be there, and people of accounts may not be ready for this. What you will do, you will launch a proper training for them, and you let them know what are the advantages of this value added tax and how to calculate it and how to apply it in the system for the softwares. So this could be your challenge at the same time and opportunity. So let's continue with some of the last implications for the manager, and these are I'm going to conclude this lecture on this. OB can improve your employee work quality, productivity, and showing you how to empower your employees, design and implement the change program, improve the customer service, and help your employee the work-life balance. The family should not suffer and the work should not suffer at the same time. So work on your interpersonal skills to increase your leadership potential. Let's say you are going to promote it as a bank manager after 2 years. You should be ready for this, and your OD development, organization development department can help you to plan your career in this regard. So let's go on the final implications. For example, improve your technical skills and resist the any situation. For example, you can see this coronavirus, you need more resilience in this regard, and you need a more change in this regard. So some training, some facilitation, and working from home, and all those things actually will help you to enhance your resilience. So use some metrics, situational variables, and other hunches. So keep it in mind, if you will have this discipline, you will not make a wild guess. Okay, if you do this, you can do it will happen. No, you will properly think this attitude. Let's say you need a proper training that is causing a stress, then the performance can increase in this regard. Then you will give a proper training to people. Okay, how to give deliver a lecture online. So this is all about this, and I hope you enjoy this lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.